Welcome to the podcast that talks about the questions and only about the questions because
We're all about the questions.
Now, how is everybody doing? We got DeMarcus
Yup.
back on the podcast.
You know what it is, R&B King shit.
Yep. Oh,
He stole my shit.
yeah. Oh, did I?
No, he stole my
Oh,
shit.
he stole your
I
shit.
did?
Yeah.
Yeah,
My
I was
bad,
supposed
bro.
to say that.
R&B
It's
King
calm. I ain't even
shit.
upset, bro.
That's not even how you used to do it, though. You know that, right?
No, I wasn't trying to do it like legit. That was like a subtle like intro.
Okay. How about this?
Yeah.
Person to my left, would you please introduce yourself?
You know, you got your boy DeMarcus, the R&B King.
Shit.
Sir.
Person to my far left, would you please introduce yourself?
Yeah, man. You know what it is. It's your boy Q Baby. What's
What
up?
up?
What's up, Q,
I'm
baby?
chilling, bro. What you saying, bro?
We good.
Ain't
good.
shit.
And yo, man behind the camera, what's your name, fam?
Hold tight. Hold tight. Hold tight. Hold
Hold
tight.
tight, Ood, bro.
Hold tight, bro.
Why does that name remind me of all these Viking shows I be watching?
Where are you trying to go to Valhalla?
Yeah, something like that's that's
My
their
man
names
got
on
an
there.
axe on
Yeah.
him, bro.
You're Norwegian.
You got
From
an axe
Norway.
tattoo?
Far from that still.
How's everybody doing?
Good. I'm ready to go. I'm excited to be back.
Yeah.
Got a topic that has been really on my mind lately.
Oh, weird.
I'm real curious to hear what y'all got to say about it.
No, it's gonna be fun. We doing this for you too. Low keys.
Facts.
Because this is my niche. This is my area.
You know,
You
first
know
day
what I mean?
back, we're trying to get it juicy. You feel
That's
me?
what I love.
Sure.
All right, yo.
I feel like we've been before you get into
Yeah,
it
go
too.
ahead.
I feel like we've been teasing people for a long time too
Yeah.
with it. You know,
we have, yo. Honestly, you
Yeah,
owe
they-
some people some water balloons for
All right,
what
no,
we're
that-
doing.
hey, you know
for
what?
sure.
No more edging. I'm right here. I'm right here. I'm right here.
I know.
Oh, we back on that. Okay, yo. Let's get into it. All right, so we're back. But DeMarcus is going to enter the question.
Say less. So the question that's been on my mind is whether or not men and women can be strictly friends. Right. So I want to hear Q. I want to hear your take. What do you think? Do you think they can or cannot be friends?
100% they can. I personally have like quite a few female friends. And yeah, I think it's fine. Like was it platonic, non-platonic? What's the one that they
Platonic.
don't? Platonic, yeah,
Yeah.
platonic. I think I have a lot of platonic relationships. So,
Okay.
yeah, I have friends. I get to chat with them. We chill. We do some fun stuff, all that kind of thing.
Do you link them like one-on-one?
It's not like a link though. Like that's like I don't even have that vocabulary when it comes to my friends. Like it's
Facts.
just like I'm gonna hang out with so and so or
Like, but is it like a hangout, like a one-on-one?
yeah, oh yeah, we'll do
Y'all
things
grabbing
on
a
the
drink.
ones.
Y'all going for a walk. Like, what do you?
Well, like
could it be misconstrued as a date?
no, well, I mean, yes, obviously, because like a lot of people just see like two people in public doing shit, and they're like, oh, they're
No,
dating.
but by you or by her?
Oh no, never that. Oh no, never that.
Okay.
It's never like for us, we're always good. Like that's like the thing. It's never like we go for drinks, and it's never a date. You know.
So both y'all understand where the relationship is at. Y'all-
Yeah, I realistically I do the same things at least on the ones like with my homies. They're all homies to me, so like I'll do it doesn't matter what they are.
Yeah.
Like I'll if they come over chill in the backyard, it could be a guy, girl, it could be whatever, whomever, it doesn't really matter to me. It doesn't
Alright,
change
well,
much.
What about you? What's your take on it?
I definitely think men and women can be friends.
Yeah.
I have a lot of girlfriends. They're
you
cool.
do.
I don't need to be physical with them. I don't want to be physical with them.
Yeah.
It's cool to have like a different connection with the girls that you're friends with.
Okay.
But for me, it's never gonna get to that point because you're in friend zone.
All right.
You're in friend zone.
A lot of the
What about-
sorry, just
yeah.
on that before you take it. The one thing that always like kind of hits me with a curve though is like when like I know certain people will be like, yeah, if we were to do something, we would have done it already. Whenever someone says that, I'm always like, huh. That's a weird way to
It's a
explain
weird.
our
It's a weird little
friendship.
cop out.
Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's like because like none of my guy friends would say that. Like it's not like they'd be like like I'm like realistically, it's like none of my guy friends would be like if we were gonna do something, they would have done it we would have done it by now because we're friends for so long.
But there's nothing wrong with that, though, right?
There's
No.
like no because it's not something that needs to be said if we're friends. Like
Yeah,
it's not
facts.
like if someone were to be like, would you ever do that? I'd just be like, no. I wouldn't say if someone would be like, would you ever do that with so and so? It would be like, yo, if we would have done it by now. If we were, it's like that's like a weird way to being like it can still happen. Just we haven't
Just haven't
really
happened
done it.
yet.
Yeah, we just haven't.
I
really
think
done it.
it's more like a power move for them to be strong within the relationship.
But
that
then
y'all have.
is that even friendship? If they feel the need to have some sort of power over like the sexual side of things, because I personally don't give a flying.
Well, fam,
fuck,
yo,
so.
control it if you want to control it. I don't give a damn.
But that's I'm trying to make that
Y'all
contrast.
gonna let me give me
Oh yeah,
Yeah, sorry, my bad,
Go
yeah.
ahead, go ahead. Go
Say,
ahead. No, let me
we
hear your
forget
point. Let me
your
hear
back.
Well, no. So for me, can they be friends? I think yes, but only in like certain situations, right?
Okay,
Like
well-
naturally, my first instinct is to be like no, because if I think at the end of the day, in my mind, no, you can't, because in my head, as a dude, if I am even remotely attracted to you, like I'm thinking as the guy who's like friends with my girl, given the opportunity, he's gonna beat.
Those
I
dudes
know,
are always
I
weird,
know how
bro.
you think. I know how you move. Yeah, you're gonna be, her friend. Like you're gonna be that shoulder sometimes. Whatever the case may be, I know for a fact if she was to offer you some pum pum,
No, I'm saying no.
He's taking, bro. He's taking.
I'm saying no.
That's my impression of
Yeah,
how
you.
other dudes move, right? But the only situation for me when it is like okay is if they've been friends prior to my existence. So if you've known this dude from time prior to me being in your life, cool. But as for like we're now together and now you're meeting new people, new guys, you're exchanging numbers, and now you guys are friends. I'm not hearing that.
It for me for sure for that it comes down to like how are y'all friends though, like how did you guys meet and like start being friends, because like there's always dudes that are just moving so slimy, bro.
So what if it's a work thing?
Like a work thing means like for me, because I have like new like female friends that I've met at work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like for me, yeah, they're just my friends.
Do you link them outside of work?
We'll go out for drinks, but I've never linked them on their ones. It's never been like a ones thing, but as a group setting, yeah, they're there.
Would you ever refer to them as your work wife?
Nah, I don't really do all that, bro.
Because that
You know what I mean?
verbiage alone is be triggering some people.
It does. I mean, like I don't even like the sound of that realistically, but like I don't think I'm in like the careers to like have a work wife. Like that, I feel like that stuff comes like heavy from office life and from like working in bars and shit. You know what I mean?
I agree with you on that, Q
So
baby.
I guess if we
Wait, hold on. Before you continue though, Ooh, do you have anything to input on this? Do you think men and women can be friends?
yeah, what's your take?
It's the level of attraction for me. Also, not like how did you become friends? One and two, the level of attraction is a
How can you
factor.
gauge that? How can you gauge
how do you
someone's
gauge
level of
that?
attraction?
If you both two good looking people being friends, it's kind of like
Why though? Like I could have a bad
so your
friend
girl
and
can
like
only
a,
have
I'm not trying to-
friends
I'm not
if the
trying to
dude
blow-
is whack.
huh?
Your girl can only have friends if
if he's beat, yeah.
I think those guys are worse, bro.
If you can have- Wait, hold on. Let me go back.
Yeah.
She can have friends with whoever.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you kind of know in the room if somebody's attracted to somebody, or you feel some sort of tension, or you can see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I
Right.
don't trust any guy, to be honest.
Fair enough.
I
If there's
think
any opportunity, if a girl is attractive, it like most guys would.
Yeah.
Consider.
I think like ego aside, I'm not like the most intimidated person, but like I'm less worried about dudes that are more like good looking versus guys that are uglier. I think guys that are uglier are more looking for opportunities to take that leap and like be that shoulder to cry on, and then like
Yeah, they
somehow
play the
get
long
your girl.
game.
They play the
Yeah,
long
they play the
game.
long game.
I think dudes that are like, because like I'm gonna toot my own horn here. Like people say I'm attractive, so I'm gonna take that. But like,
For real?
alright, chill
They
out.
really say that?
Chill
That's
out.
crazy.
Chill out. Chill out.
Mad.
I think that when I'm explained as a friend, like whenever there's like if I'm ever in like the same room, it's like me, your girl, and the
Okay.
boyfriend.
I hear that.
And I'm like
hear
ripping
what
out my
you're saying.
stories and
Yeah.
shit, and I'm literally just like talking about like some dumb shit or like being stupid. Like the dudes are just laughing. You know what I mean? Like they're not like concerned because I have so many other interactions going on in my life that I'm not looking to get your girl, bro.
So here's the thing. So if we all sort of agree that they can be friends, does that also mean that we're agreeing that like you can't expect your partner to fulfill all your needs?
Are you asking me or who wants to take
I'm
this
a-
first?
I'm
Go
asking
ahead,
the group.
Q, baby,
I'm
you go
asking
first.
the
No,
group.
Glue, take this one,
Me?
bro.
Yeah, battle of the nice guys.
I
once
know,
again.
I know
One
he's
of
got a lot
y'all
to
just
say,
take
bro.
the goddamn question.
I know he's got a lot to say.
Say
bro.
with your chest.
Go
No,
ahead,
I
Glue.
personally think that it is okay to get your needs fulfilled by somebody else if your significant other is not able to do that.
So let's say let's say you in a relationship, right?
Yeah.
And she's stepping out, sort of thing, to get, because you know what, she comes to you and shares her feelings, her emotions, and you're not exactly receptive of them. You being who you are, you'd be okay with her having another guy as a friend who she does come to with those emotional needs that she has, and you're okay with another man fulfilling your woman in that way.
I think emotional is kind of techie still, but evidently, if I'm not fulfilling her needs emotionally, there needs to be a conversation between us in order to kind of rectify that.
Okay.
Do I think it's cool for them to step out? Like,
Step out.
if they need another perspective on something that I can't offer, what am I gonna say?
Perspective is different. than what we're saying.
Then
to a significant
emotional
other.
need, like they need to cry
That's
on the
like
shoulder, and
support.
I'm not
That's
able to think.
Because perspective, I feel like perspective is different than support.
Okay.
Right?
Are we talking about the like first support wise, like who they go to first as support? Like, do they come to me?
I don't
first, or
think
they're
I'd be
going to
okay
their
with my woman not coming to me first when something happens in her life.
I mean, I fully agree with that.
I think
like,
there's a problem there.
I agree with you. I think if you guys
Right.
are together, like if she's not coming to you first, like what's the point of you being
So
there?
you know what? I'm gonna flip. I'm gonna go on the other side.
Well,
I'm gonna say no. No, you can't be friends. And I'm gonna say that because I feel like I'm looking at these like the list of needs we have, and you're talking about you got your physical needs, your emotional needs, your mental needs, your social needs, your financial needs, your intellectual needs. Like I look at that list of needs, and I'm like, yeah, I should be able to give you all those things.
yeah,
If I'm not giving you those things and you want to go find them else like outside, I'm not hearing that. 'Cause I would like to think I'm the full goddamn package. The fuck else you need?
hey,
that breeds codependency.
but
You
I
not
also
agree? And
like
before we continue with
Okay.
codependency,
You are- yeah.
I don't like the word codependent because in English, just I'm gonna get this out here real quick.
Go ahead.
Codependent, like the word co means together,
Two.
and dependent means to be looking for somebody else for support.
Yeah.
So codependent shouldn't necessarily mean excessive need on somebody. It should just be the exchange between dependency in the relationship.
I hear you.
Right?
But my take on that is like I feel like as human beings from the beginning of time,
yeah,
we are not geared to face life alone.
I also don't think we're geared to put a lot of pressure on one person to be able to hold everything we need.
Well, let's take it back to the hunter and gatherer days.
Okay.
Right. You have your wife, whatever. You go out there, you hunt with them boys. You come
Yeah.
back to the crib. She's got that taken care of. She might be able to cook it up, whatever the case may be. But you guys are an item.
Yes.
Are you talking about? Are you saying it in like a group sense? Like it shouldn't just be you? Like
saying she posts up with another hunter, you all right with that?
Being with somebody else is a lot different than allowing them to help you through something that you need fulfillment through, right?
okay.
So if we're talking about intellectual, right, or if we're talking about emotional support, if you are stressed at work, and you know, let me just read off of this thing real quick because this is a really good example.
From here on out, I might have to put that stipulation where like I don't want to. You can't have
Male friends.
male friends. You
But
can't
if
have
you
male
wanna-
friends.
You can fill every other box but physical. You're saying that she's allowed to find physical. with
Yes,
somebody
but
else?
like and it's not. It might not have been like a.
Yeah.
He's trying to
Yeah,
beat.
that's
but,
Physical
like,
can be
crazy.
taught,
You
fam.
can't be-
Like
No,
Everything
but
can be
like
taught.
what is
Bow and out.
what is a physical need? What's a physical need?
a touch,
Yeah, see, that's not happening.
contact, physical
What's emotional?
contact.
Oh, come on.
Like, that's what I'm
Okay,
saying, right?
yo, let me,
Emotional need is I feel safe enough to cry in your arms and you can hold
That's
me.
mixing the
console me.
physical
hold on.
with the
Okay, so hold
emotion.
on, right?
Well, no, like I mean, like the emotional part is the expression of the emotion, which is your tears. Security.
Yeah.
Security is feeling that if I confide in you, that it'll just be between us. I can feel safe in your presence.
Okay.
I almost want to.
So-
Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
So the example is you're exhausted from work emotionally, you're so tired and at your breaking point. Your significant other can't go to work for you and can't do your work for you, so you need to still go to work, right? But since you're so exhausted, the significant other can clean the house, make you dinner, maybe give you some extra space at night or extra loving if you need, depending on the person, right? So you have to fill in the gaps. I can't, like, for that example, for instance, right? Some emotional support in that way might be like trying to, what was the thing about the career? Inspiring you in your career. I might not be able to inspire you to want to go to work, but I can support you. Somebody else might be able to actually inspire you who is at your workplace.
I'm gonna need you as my girl to inspire me. I'm gonna need so that explanation that hits home for me because if I'm thinking about like I gotta work, I go to work for long periods of time and I come home. When I come home and I'm feeling a little bit overwhelmed by missing out on life or whatever, what I need from a partner in that situation is someone to validate and acknowledge my hard work. And by validating and acknowledging, and this is the same way you treat kids, by acknowledging and validating their efforts, you're almost motivating them to continue to do what they're doing. Right. So I'm like that for me, if you can't understand what my work is and if you can't empathize with the trials and tribulations that I face at work, then it's not going to work. Because
Yeah.
the idea of me going elsewhere and going to somebody else and getting that fulfillment, so to speak, I'm going to fall for that person real quick.
Yeah.
I really feel that's unfair. Another person was talking just with that same example. It becomes the theory of the 80-20 rule, where only the person that you're with is able to meet your 80%, but then the other 20% that you
gotta make
can't
up.
succeed or can't fulfill, you're gonna look for support with somebody else, right?
Like-
now be honest, like if you find that 20% somewhere in somebody else and then you fall for them and you leave me because I have 80% and I can't give you that 20, that's fucked up.
Okay.
Period.
Yeah, I hear you.
And like no, that's
Period.
and that's fair.
But for me, then I guess in my situation, that is a non-negotiable.
Okay,
I
fair.
need to have someone who's able to, when I do come, because I think that's the only thing I really want is someone to acknowledge that, okay, what you do is really hard, and like I'm really proud of you for doing what you do.
Word.
And I'm proud of you for, being able to provide or whatever the case may be. That's going to make me feel good and more motivated to continue to do what I do. But if I'm with someone who like doesn't understand the magnitude of what I do and is just like, for me personally, thinking that maybe helping out around the crib, whatever, is going to make me feel better, you're not hitting the spot. It does help. It does take a little bit of a weight off my shoulder because when I do come home, I'm trying to just relax.
Yeah.
But for me personally, I need that emotional support. I need that motivation. I need that inspiration that you, as my partner, I would expect you to bring.
And that's fair. And that really breaks down to like your boundaries and values, right? And I feel like, we should state that at the beginning of the relationship. Oud or Q Baby, y'all have anything to say?
Yeah, I was just gonna think like I'm just thinking about like even knowing how you guys are in relationships and all that kind of stuff. Like you still will come to like us, still come to me about like some sort of supports. Like
Yeah.
there's still supports that even if you're in a relationship,
Like a venting type support.
you know what I mean, like a venting support. And it's like I don't find that as a problem, but I also think that like, and maybe this is just the way my
But that's venting to your boys.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna say.
yeah,
it's
that's-
a different-
Or if she's a girl, that's venting to her girl.
and that's what I was just about
But
to
are
say.
you okay with venting to another man?
That's what I was going to say. Especially like I don't mind it if they're like in a situation where you guys are daily interacting and it's like, oh wow, this is like bothering me right now, and you get that support, and then like we chat it up and you tell me, I won't even care. Like I'll be like, oh, it's nice that person could be there for you in the time of need that you need them to be there for you, and then I'll just give you what I thought about the situation as well. If it matches, cool. If it doesn't match, I'll tell you why. But like my whole thing, I think the only issue in my head, I think with like someone else being involved in your life while I'm there is that like if they're coming into like arguments that I'm a part of. So it's like if I do something and then you tell me I talked to so and so and they also think it was weird that you did
I'll
this.
spit on you.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's like
What are we doing?
that's some weird shit. Like I think like those things are weird. I think any sort of like physical is weird. Like if you were to be like, yeah, like I was a little upset today and then so and so gave me like a really long hug and I really appreciate it. I'll just be like, that's nice, I guess, that they were there for you, but like that's weird to me.
I think
you know what I'm saying?
I
There's
agree with you.
There's a lot of power in them
There's
hugs.
a lot
There's
of
a lot of power in
It's
hugs.
a lot of
a
power.
good hug.
Yeah.
That's a real bond right
Yeah,
there.
that's the thing, bro.
So I don't know how I'm feeling about my girl having a bond with another man where he can pull her into her arms, she can feel warm and safe, and
Yeah.
fuck that.
I think with emotional, like personally, like if I'm not doing a good job of supporting you emotionally, I want you to tell me and then I'll try, right? Like give me some effort in trying.
Right.
Like trying should count towards something,
yeah.
To a certain extent.
right?
Yeah.
I might not be perfect at it,
Yeah.
but like give me some time. I'm gonna try my best.
Improvements. You're gonna make some
I'm gonna make improvements,
Right.
and that's actually what I'm just rolling out with all these people.
I
bro.
also feel like intellectually, I'm okay with that being the difference. Like,
I'm not.
I think I am just based off the fact that like I am looking for people who have like a certain career. I don't think I've never met anybody who I've ever been able to sit down with and like had a full length conversation about what I'm doing with. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I know people that are really down to listen. They're down to like learn about what I'm doing, but no one that's like just matched it like fully. Just like I can just use full terms, use this, and they're like, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about, and I can give you my opinion based off that. Like, I think that if they're finding that somewhere else, like if they're finding that it was a girlfriend, guy friend, whomever, if it's like at work, not necessarily at work, but they have someone who they're like, yeah, this is the person I talk to about this shit and we geek out about it. Cool, no business. Don't care at all. That's your
Facts.
thing, do your thing. You know what I mean? I think those sort of things are just like healthy. Those are healthy things to find in other people. I think there's things that are healthy to find in other people, and I think there's things that are like not supportive to your actual relationship that people will try to find in other people. And like that's when you have to start looking at like what is this relationship really, if like emotionally you're going out and like trying to find someone else to offer you that because you don't think I'm capable of doing it.
So like I got an example like in terms of that the intellectual stuff, like the intellectual needs
Yeah.
one needs. I was in a situation where I spent a certain amount of time with somebody, and I felt like when I would talk about either worldly events or I talk about what I do on a day-to-day basis, they don't really pick it up. There's an effort, and I can commend them for the effort in trying to pick it up. But then I also had an experience where I was talking to somebody, and they were I was genuinely surprised at how bright I thought they were.
Yeah.
In the fact that I wouldn't have to really break things down and dumb it down, but they'd be able to pick it up like quick. And this is stuff that you have no experience in whatsoever. Like the fact that I can sit here and explain the rules of football
Yeah.
and you've never watched the game, whatever, and you can pick it up, I'm impressed by that. The fact that I can sit and talk about like what I do for work
Yeah.
and talk about all different sorts of formations and whatnot and what it is I do, and you're able to pick up on it, to me, that shit is fucking attractive.
Yeah.
So in my head, like when I look at all these needs that we have here, like I need all these. I need them met by the one. I genuinely do.
You know what, and I get that. Like when you explain it like that, like it just kind of like that makes sense. Like where that makes sense though.
But the question is, you need all of those, but is that one person that you have supposed to fulfill all of them? That is the question.
I think I would like to think that I'm in a position where I can say this is what I want, and I'm not going to settle for anything less.
So you
And
want
so-
you want one person to hit all those boxes.
So based on mine, if I think about let's think long term. When I think long term, my non-negotiables for the needs I need met would have to be physical.
Absolutely.
You'd have to emotionally meet my needs, socially, financial I don't need, intellectual I need. So in my mind, the only two needs I'm willing to do without are mental and financial. Mental solely because I have a certain group of people around me who have sort of been there from time, who've been able to help me deal with the mental and fulfill my mental needs. I don't necessarily need that from my significant other. I would appreciate it, but I don't need it.
Mental needs meaning what though?
Just basically the mental health kind of checks, the ability to sort of lead me to the answers that I might already know, but I haven't, like they're not clicking. It means asking me the right questions that'll get me to sort of unpack, the root reason why I'm not feeling as great as I am that day.
And again, are those girls or those guys?
In that situation, it could be either.
So we personally, okay.
And that's the thing.
I'm coming for the jugular today, right?
But
Because like,
All right.
that's
it's-
that's the
it's-
contrast I was
okay.
trying to make
Okay.
earlier.
Yeah,
too,
it's
bro.
very-
Because now you're putting it in perspective for me and understanding.
yeah,
Now I'm starting to get a little bit
exactly.
Okay.
So it's like I have to accept that sometimes, like my girl might have guy friends that fulfill her needs in different ways than I do. Not saying that it's a tough pill to swallow.
It is a tough pill to swallow.
But it's something that is realistic and something that has to be understood. Because I personally,
Yeah.
I know for me, I hate when I say this because I got blasted for it. I know I can't fill all the boxes all the time. And with maturity, I want to be able to upgrade myself where I can fill most of the boxes, the majority of them, right? But I have to be realistic with myself. If I'm going through something mentally and I'm down in the dirt, I might not be able to be there emotionally supporting you. I might not be able to be there physically supporting you. I might not be able to be intellectual with you at that point. So there's certain times when like I'm not good. And I need to take my time and my space to get good, and you are going to be a part of that. And there's certain parts of the
I feel like
fulfillment
that's
that you're not part of.
different, though. I feel like it's changing sort of the bounds of this conversation.
Okay,
Can I
my
ask you a
bad.
question
My
then?
bad. Yeah.
Do you believe that oh fuck, what was I gonna say? Anyway, no, do you believe that you might be asking too much of a significant other? Like, do you believe that like anyone would actually be able to check off all of your boxes?
I
Like,
don't think so.
Yes, I do.
You do? You
I
believe it's out there?
100% do.
You believe it's out there?
I,
Oud?
like I,
Actually,
100%.
Yeah.
you know what? Yes,
Someone who fulfills me
surprised.
physically, emotionally, who has the mental awareness and mental capabilities to sort of guide me or walk me through things, who I can be social with, who fulfills my social needs. We can go out together, hang out together, and I feel comfortable. Financially, once again, whatever. But intellectual, yeah, I do feel like there's somebody out there who's able to fulfill all those needs.
I think I would have to switch my answer and be like yes as well. I think it might take some practice and it might take some learning and maturity. But I think that people can get there. I think it's just a lot of pressure to put on people. That's all I think.
Okay, that's fair.
You know?
That's fair. But I mean, the idea that I need to be comfortable with my significant other not getting their, let's take for example the one that hits home for me, not having their mental needs met by me, so then now they're seeking it elsewhere, and that person might be another man. That's just one of those situations where I can't be a hypocrite. Okay, and so maybe for me it's meant. So if I were to be, fair, okay, and trust me, life ain't fucking fair. So
Absolutely not.
if I were to be fair, the fact that I do have a support system that consists both of men and women, and I do feel like it should be okay for me to lean on those people for like my mental needs. I need to be okay that there might be one of these needs on this list that I might not be able to fulfill for my partner, and they seek it elsewhere.
Yeah.
But I have a really, really, really hard time accepting that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Unless it's a mental need. And even if it's mental, I feel like I'm capable of giving you mental. But the idea of like somebody, like my significant other, having their emotional needs filled by somebody, not hearing it.
Yeah.
Physical needs, not hearing it.
Yo, physical.
Intellectual, I'm bright. What the fuck? What are you not hearing it?
Yeah.
I'm not hearing none of that
Yeah.
like at all. So I don't know. I gotta.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then let me ask
I'm
you.
a hypocrite,
Let me
I
ask you
guess.
guys this question. No, because you might not be a hypocrite. Then, like, what does of the opposite sex friend look like for you that you will be comfortable with?
Someone who you've known from the sandbox.
Yeah. Okay.
Someone you've known from time. Someone who might be a family friend. Somebody who you went to school with. Elementary, junior high, high school, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
And nothing has ever happened.
And the vibe is just not there.
Yeah,
like
it's a joke thing.
a lie.
But to me, the idea that, okay, maybe you've known this person for a long prior to knowing me, but you guys let's say you guys have previously been intimate. Yo, that's not your friend.
No,
don't
not
come.
real life.
We're not even going. We don't even have to address that because that's never going to be a thing,
Yeah,
right?
real
I'm
life.
just not hearing that.
Yeah.
Okay, as soon as you've been intimate with one person one time, that person is no longer your friend.
Do you have like women friends in your life that their boyfriends can always trust you? Like, do you have?
Not one single one.
You don't have a single one.
Not one single one.
So then that like that's
Because you're
then-
the R&B kid.
Okay, well, I also don't have a lot of
Hype up, bro.
These days, I don't really have a lot of female friends these days.
Yeah, no, fair enough. Fair
So,
enough. Okay.
But
And-
in the ones I do, yeah, their boyfriends ain't hearing that.
yeah, and then I with
Yeah, I
that.
hear
Glue, first question to you though. Like it was
Like I say things, and then you ask me that question, I just completely
that's what I'm saying.
refute everything I
I'm
just
trying
said.
to I'm trying to get
Literally.
the truth out from
Ah.
you, bro. So Glue, what does the opposite sex friend look like for you to be comfortable?
I was listening to what DeMarcus said.
You
and
always
like,
do.
And
I don't want what DeMarcus
No.
said.
I know.
Because he always starts a lot of his sentences like that.
So
I
DeMarcus
left you
said-
for weeks, bro. I just want to let you know. I left you for weeks,
I
bro.
know, because it's just the two of us.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I think what DeMarcus said is fair. Like having those childhood best friends, those are people that I feel like I'd be more safe around, or my girl being safe around, and I'd be comfortable with. Her meeting new people and confiding in them. That's very difficult for me to think about. I think that in life you meet new people all the time though, so it'd be I can't really say that you can't do that, but I would feel a little bit uncomfortable about it.
You know what that just crossed in my mind? I'm okay. Like if my partner can evoke a level of confidence in me about, okay, this person's my friend, and we've been friends for however long, and maybe let's say I feel a way about it, but if you can make me feel confident in you and our relationship that like I got nothing to worry about, cool. But fuck, I just fucking.
Yo, if I have a girl though, bro, if I have a girl like on some real shit,
Back to class,
like if,
baby.
no, if
ahead.
if you're my girl, like I'm trusting you beyond a shadow of a doubt. So anything that you tell me, I'm gonna have
Evolving.
to
Sorry, I'm sorry. I got it.
No,
He
go
has to
ahead.
jump in.
Okay,
You know
so
he has to jump in.
so basically, what I'm trying to say is that like I would expect that if you are in a relationship and you do have friends with that may not have become intimate or whatever the case is, like they're your friend, but it's the opposite sex, so that might make your significant other feel kind of way. I would expect that friendship to evolve to something else. I would expect that because you guys are truly friends, like you say you are, that relationship might need to take a different form. Maybe you guys hang out one-on-one when you were single, right? But now you're no longer single. So now I would expect that, to respect me, you're not linking them on the ones at his crib, but maybe it's in a social setting, or it's around a group of people. I think that would bring more that would make me feel more confident in my girl having a friend of the opposite sex, if I'm made to feel like that relationship has evolved to respect me in the picture.
Okay, fair enough.
Sorry
I
about
agree
that.
with
But yeah, no, cool. Do you want me to answer? You want to go on with what you're saying? Do you want to continue?
No, go ahead.
Okay, yeah, I was just gonna say I absolutely hate dudes. I fucking hate them. I can't stand them, dude. I've not, like, out of my long life here, I haven't met one single guy that I can actually trust as your friend. Realistically, that's just how it is. And like the reason why I say that is because I've met a lot of dudes and I know they don't have the same mentality that I have when I have like female friends.
Yeah.
I just know that as a fact. Like, I can go out here, not worry about anything, and I will meet a lot of different types of guys and all that kind of stuff. And it's cool. Like, okay, maybe you're gonna tell me you're his friend, but like you guys just kind of talk on Snap or some shit like that, and it's like, okay, it's not your friend, or it's like I don't even know where this guy came from, but all of a sudden you guys are friends now. That's weird to me. Like, for me, what I would need to be comfortable is, one, yeah, baby days for sure. That's cool. If you guys are friends from baby days, then I'll give it more trust. But I trust my girl. I don't trust a single guy. I will die on that podium. Don't really care.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah.
literally, like, I'll need the baby days thing, and if it's not that, I need to know that this friend isn't also like coming in between stuff that we want to do. So if I don't see you for 3 weeks, but you seen homeboy twice or three times,
that can't fucking fly.
like what? Like I don't
You gotta
understand.
make me feel like a priority.
That's
Yeah,
the thing,
that
right?
can't
Like,
fly.
as
I
long
still
as
gotta be a
as
priority.
long as you are always making me feel like a priority, and you're actually dead serious about the relationship, you can do whatever the fuck you want, obviously within reason. But like, you can do a lot of things, and I'm gonna leave a lot of trust to you without needing an explanation. If you were like, oh yeah, we went to lunch, cool, sick, don't really give a fuck. But it's like, yeah, we went to lunch, we went on a hike, he was at the
you're
bar
dating.
when I was at the
You're
bar.
dating.
And yeah,
That's your
and I was
boyfriend.
like, fuck, I haven't seen you in 2 months. Might not be my shorty anymore. You know what I'm saying? And it's like
Yeah.
anything,
That is his girl now.
anything that instills an insecurity is gonna get me to like raise up an eyebrow, because like that is the one thing that I think I do as a male friend. The one thing that I do for these dudes. And I swear to God, y'all don't appreciate this shit, and it pisses me off. But one thing that I do for these dudes is make sure that they are comfortable before I step out and start hanging out with their girlfriend. The first thing that I'm like, yo, tell your guy that I'm gonna hang out with you. Don't just like fucking come chill. Don't just come to my house without telling your boyfriend this is where you're gonna be.
Yeah.
After we hang out like 2 times after you get this boyfriend, let's say he's new, and like we've hung out twice, and you've told him that you're gonna chill with me, I want to meet your boyfriend.
That's
now.
respectable.
And like that's the thing, like.
And a lot of dudes moving that way.
No one, bro.
Yeah,
Sorry,
facts.
I don't mean to be yelling. I know
That's
the
cool.
levels
Yo,
might
get
be
it out.
spiky,
Right,
but like real
right.
life, like nobody does this shit, and that is the reason why we have problems. But then don't turn around and then be like, I don't trust Q because the way he's moving is crazy. Because then I will be an issue. I don't even want to find your girl, but I'm gonna make you sweat
right.
at home.
No, you
No,
ain't
not
gotta
real
get
life.
all
No, let me
toxic
go.
with it.
Let me go.
Alright,
No, let me
Yeah,
go.
go ahead,
Let me
go ahead, go
I'm
ahead.
gonna make you sweat at home, real life. Like we're gonna be doing some weird shit. Like, oh, we went on a dinner date the other day. Yeah, because I'm gonna do that because you say you don't trust me. So now I'll give you a reason. Like, I'll stop making myself work to make you comfortable if you don't want to trust me, bro.
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
So if, let's say, your girl, has a friend of hers who, they weren't sandbox friends, but she's known him before she met you,
Yeah.
and you're comfortable with them linking on the ones, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does it change the situation if, when they hang out, go whatever, and do whatever, he pays for it, as opposed to it being split?
It affects it a little bit. I think it affects it a little, but that would just be a little bit in my head. That would be a little because then again, I trust my girl, but that would be like I don't necessarily trust the dude a little bit more. Cause yo, if you're my female friend and we go out, you know I'm not taking that.
Yo, time out. Yo, that's jokes. I'm having an issue with it if I hear it and every time we go out, you're trying to pay for my bill. Like you're trying to argue me for the bill.
What do you mean?
Like so if we go out, we're a couple, right? We
Yeah.
go out and you argue with me to pay the bill.
Yeah.
But then you just let homeboy pay the bill for no issue for no
Well,
reason.
you weren't there. She
Actually, you
coulda-
know
she
what?
coulda-
No,
she coulda
because
argued- she coulda argued too.
Hold on, because girls.
dude.
Hold on. Because girls go out and get drinks bought for them.
Great. That's,
Okay.
I mean, that means I ain't buying a drink. Whatever.
Yeah, okay. I don't even like that though, real life, bro.
You don't like that?
If you're like the whole like we'll get drinks for both, we'll get both of us drinks. I'll go get. I don't need you
Crazy
flirting with
thing
dudes.
is-
It's not that big a deal. I
Crazy
have a
thing.
flask.
Crazy thing is the whole idea about like buying like drinks for a girl. Like if let's say I have a girl, I'm okay with another dude buying her a drink.
Me too.
And here's why.
It's weird.
Here's why.
Yeah.
If you are the person receiving that drink and you have no intention of being with that person or you have no attraction towards that person and you just there for the drink, I can actually see that. Like I'm the kind of person that I will literally, if I see you, I strike up a conversation with you, we'll go get a drink. And the moment we take that drink, I'm gone. I don't expect anything, and that is what it is.
Okay.
So in the same token, if my girl would have a drink bought for her, I don't feel a kind of way because I would like to think that, okay, you're my girl, you got your drink, you're good, you're gone.
Yeah.
You don't feel like a sense of like
They're gonna try and linger there.
Now I like he owns me. Nah, it's a fucking drink. Like,
Yeah.
whatever.
Or I owe him a conversation. or anything.
Like
yeah.
sorry.
Yo,
Go ahead.
Ood, would you like to say anything, bro? You're quiet behind the camera there, man.
I'm
wanna
just
respond to
giving.
that
I'm
after.
just giving this guy the floor since he ain't been back in a while.
Appreciate it.
To the last question, I don't feel like my girlfriend's male friend needs to like exhibit any sort of chivalry. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You don't
Okay.
need to be opening her car or like putting out her seat or anything like that.
Jeez.
You know what I mean? You need to be a
Tough one,
friend.
You're right.
You know what I
You're
mean? Be a
right, you're
friend.
right. You're right. I hear you.
Open your own door, fam.
Huh?
Open your own door.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're my friend. Like,
Yeah.
oh, there's no obligations.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
bro.
But to the big question, I feel it's rooted in self-worth and understanding where you sit as a person and your self-confidence. I feel like you should want to be everything for your partner.
Yeah.
You should want to be. Instead of being like, oh, expectations are this, expectations are that. It's just like, I'm with my partner because I feel like I can be everything and anything to her, you know?
Yeah.
I'm gonna start a family and all that kind of stuff for her,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I'm not having a baby with a woman and then wanting somebody else to raise my kids because she doesn't think I'm a good father because I'm gonna be a better father, you know?
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
It's
yeah.
just like, it's just self-worth and where you see yourself in this field.
I hear
know
you.
what
This
mean?
world that we're in, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna dive into all these little things, but like emotionally, physically, all the security, like my girl is not finding that in nobody else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I hear
I'm not finding that in anybody else. Do you know what I mean?
So real quick, I know that you don't fuck with the idea of the friend thing, but what would it take? Like, what would it take for you to be like, alright, I'm comfortable with you?
If
Like-
your mom knows him, calm.
Okay, come
Okay, wait.
For me,
with that.
calm.
Okay, with that.
I'll be
with
real
that.
with you.
Yeah.
We're at a big age where like we're not making new friends.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
That's actually
yeah, real life.
It's almost
Real
like if
life.
I meet you, it's either
Before me,
I'm trying to get it,
yeah,
or like
real life.
Okay, I hear you.
Real life.
Yeah, okay, I feel
I
it.
hear
I
you.
feel you.
Something about it's like who have I met is aside from work, like am I meeting you at the club or at the bar or whatever? Now we're texting. No,
Now we're cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
I
that's
got
definitely
enough
not it.
friends. I got enough friends. I'm good.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
as
definitely
it
it.
stands, I don't trust any man.
Okay.
Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Men are opportunists.
Yeah.
Damn right.
Yeah,
fucking
real
right.
life. And even with the work thing, I also want to talk about we're on this soon, but like even with the work thing, like me at work, like I don't like even if I do drinks with them outside of work, like once I'm done, really, like I'm not chilling with them. You know what I mean? Like if you just like a new guy started your job and then you're like, yeah, so and so are gonna hang out after work, it's like, whew, why y'all doing that?
Like,
though?
why are you taking him out?
Like,
Yeah.
why are you doing that though? You
Why
know what I
can't-
mean?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it just raises that eyebrow. It's like, why are you doing that? And then
Yeah.
the same thing with the drink thing. Again, like, I'm not an intimidated person. I'm not over jealous. I don't really give a fuck. I sweat if you want me to, but like, I don't really care.
Real quick, let me add something to that. I mean, like if we're out and I'm not there, and
Oh, and
somebody
dudes are
buys a
buying
drink,
drinks?
if that's how you want to move, but you know
Yeah.
where home is,
Yeah.
cool.
Out
Yeah,
of
that's
sight,
cool.
out
I'm
of
okay
mind,
with that.
real life. Out of
But
sight.
if
yeah.
I'm there And some other now you're spitting in my face.
No, yeah, real
now
life.
you're disrespecting me.
And that's what
You
I
want
was,
to let me get you goddamn what the are you
that's
kidding
what I
me?
was on. That's what I was
Nah, I'm
on.
not
Like
hearing that.
we don't want to like just enjoy each other's company for a bit while we're out. Like you want to go and like chat with other people to get them to buy you drinks and shit. Like that is just weird to me.
Nah.
And then even with the if I'm not there thing, like because again, I don't like to hear shit, but I get chat in my ear from enough people, bro. So it's like
You got your spies out there?
No, I don't. You know
You
what
got
I mean?
your spies out there.
We're going
huh?
okay,
Yeah,
but for
sir,
the sake of the
FBI.
argument, yeah, okay, we have spies out there. So it's like it's a lot different for me at home when I was not doing anything. You know what I mean? I'm not out there fucking playing the field, none of that shit. It's a lot different when I hear from people, yo, I saw your girl out there. She was fucking holding it down. It was sick. Versus, yo, I saw it's like, yo, are you dating so and so? Yo, fam, don't give me an insecurity,
I remember
bro.
getting that question one time. I broke up with Shorty instantly.
Yo, straight up, yeah,
But I was in another city. We were doing like a long distance kind of joint.
yeah.
And apparently she'd gone on a full on like date with a dude. Like I'm talking like drinks, walk in the park after
Oh man,
dinner.
don't be doing that.
I didn't
shit,
even know.
bro.
It didn't even clue into me. But then my own sister was like, "Yo, are you still dating that girl?"
Oh damn, fam. When it's family too.
If she can see something
Yo.
wrong with that, nah, you gotta go.
You gotta
You're not
go.
gonna disrespect me like
Gotta
that.
go,
No,
you gotta
sir.
go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
word.
I'm with that.
That's crazy. So on that note,
Yeah.
We go end this podcast.
Aight,
less.
then.
Hey. Yo, shout out to all the first time listeners. Shout out to all the repeat offenders. Thank you for coming back. I forgot to say at the beginning of the podcast, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
Sir.
Make sure to tell a friend.
Please.
And make sure to follow us on YouTube and TikTok.
Instagram.
Did I say you? Oh yeah, sorry, Instagram and TikTok. Sorry,
And YouTube.
Apologies, and YouTube.
Sub-
But subscribe to us on YouTube.
Yeah, you right.
Would y'all like to give your outros?
yeah, I'm gonna give my outro with a personal summary.
Wow. Let's go.
Yeah.
With
So I
that.
think to sum it up, can men and women be friends? From my personal opinion, no.
Okay.
Okay, they can't. But the only situation where I feel like they can is if there's a previous history, way before I existed. It's never, been anything more than platonic. You've made me feel comfortable around him, and that he's in your life. Cool. I feel like that'd be the only stipulation where I'd be okay with it. But on a grandiose sort of way of looking at it, no, I don't feel
Yeah.
like you can be friends. I don't feel like your needs should be being met, outside of the relationship, unless it's mental. I'll give you mental. I mean, at the same time, no, go see a therapist. Fuck that. No, I will not give you mental, actually. But no, I feel like I should be the only person,
Yeah.
fulfilling all your needs. That's my personal opinion on it. Y'all are welcome to have yours, but no, men are opportunists.
Fair.
And Q baby.
Yeah, same little summary. Yeah, do I think men and women can be friends? Of course, I think they can. I think there's some expectations, obviously, and I think or exceptions, sorry. And I think that if we're in a relationship and I'm sus on a guy, let's just go let's just go ahead and let's say that I might know the male brain a little bit better.
You
do.
do.
Let me just get that. You know what I mean? Let me just get that. But yeah, that's it. This is Q baby. Just telling you three things that are as timeless as time itself. Number 1 is stay healthy. Number 2 is stay safe. And number 3, for me, for the love of God, please stay out the streets.
Yes, sir. Oud, would you like to summarize it all?
Take the time to work on yourself. Stop putting all your problems on somebody else or thinking that you need to pursue something else to help you cope. Before jumping in a relationship, know who you are, figure that shit out. But yeah, expectations are bad.
Aren't or are bad?
Are
They
not.
aren't.
They
They
are
aren't.
not
Okay.
bad.
Hold
They're
tight.
necessary.
Hold tight.
And your whole tight Oud.
And blue.
Marcus.
Oh yeah, sorry.
I mean, I only got a couple things to say at this point.
Yeah.
Take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Take care of your mental. Shit. Peace and love.
Damn,
I'm
son.
happy you remember that one.
That
man,
one
too.
is
That's
deep.
cold,
That one
bro.
cuts deep.
Glue. I'd like to summarize as being like, yeah, men and women can be friends, and can your partner fulfill all your needs? I think you guys really need to have a conversation at the beginning of your relationship, basing what you need in the relationship, what you need fulfilled, what you don't necessarily need fulfilled. If you would like to try and fulfill all of it, by all means, go ahead and do so. If you know that you can't fulfill all of it, let that be stated, and have that conversation. If you want to try. If you don't. I'm want to say thank you to everybody listening. This is a sick podcast. Thank you, DeMarcus, for coming on today.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate y'all for having me.
Yes, sir.
Alright,
Sorry for
and-
getting toxic. I don't really care.
That's all good, Q, baby.
I love it.
And it's you already know who it is. It's your boy Glue.
Yes, sir.
Stay humble. Peace.
Later.